How do I hear a motorcycle from the 13th floor?
Trigger warning. Getting back with your ex.
I promise I'm not a psycho.
It was an accident.
Welcome to the first story time from college. I'm scared to tell this one. Might throw up a bit. But before I tell you how I accidentally dated 3 guys at once, I have a product to show you. This is the Zahara series 32mm curling wand. It's by the brand Duval. You probably heard of their like spin brush facial thing that I've also talked about on this channel, but it's also everywhere. I have always used curling wands with like the clamp, and it's always left creases in my hair, but I went to a friend's house and she had this and I loved how my hair curled. It was like waves instead of ringlets because that's how I wrapped it around. It comes with this glove because that's how hot it gets, so your curls are gonna stay all day. This product is usually $95, but with my code AWAR70 you get 70% off and it's like 28 something dollars. $28.50. That's AWAR70. If you want to use it, I think that's a really good deal. But yeah, you'll probably see me using this a lot in my videos. Now let's tell the story. So I swear to God, this story has 3 parts to it, and I don't just mean 3 boys. Some context is needed here. It was freshman year of college, my 2nd semester. I was freshly broken up with. I had been dating this man for like 2 years at this point. So I decided I was going to go crazy. If you saw my blackout drunk college stories, you know that I achieved this goal. I took the whole spring semester getting over him, which was like 5 months. Not enough time, but I did not know that yet. So 5 months later, I thought I was ready to move on. And I was like, you know what? It's college. I'm gonna find a boyfriend. He got a rebound. I need one too. Problem was, the only men I had met in college at that point were simply homosexual. So I could not date them. Because of this, I'm thinking of the men I do know. And the only men I do know are the friends I had mutually with my ex-boyfriend. That makes me sound so bad. Let me make this clear. It was not for revenge, okay? It was simply, you are the only man I know and you are very attractive and nice to me. So the week before I go back home for summer break after freshman year, I Snapchat this man and I say, when I'm back in town, we should go to a movie or something. Very bold, very unlike me at the time. And he replies, to my surprise, and he was like, yeah, for sure. Like, as friends? Even bolder of me, I say, oh, I want a date. And he goes, sounds good. So a week later, I'm back home. We're like planning the day to go, what movie to see, all this stuff. This is when boy number 2 enters. Who is he, you might ask? I'm not gonna say he wasn't in the same friend group. Boy number two sends me a Snapchat of one of my YouTube videos, and it's a clip where I say, this is the only person I like in California, and he sends me a video saying that hurt, or like that's offensive. Very fun. I never really talked to him before, so I was very confused why he watched my YouTube videos. But you know what? I was like, this is the new me, I don't care. So he starts flirting with me immediately. And I'm flirting back. Literally at one point he was like, are you flirting with me? And I said, yes I am. That's the amount of done I was. So boy number 2 ends up asking me out on a date. And I'm thinking, well, I already have this date set up with the first guy, but also, isn't this what dating is? Like, sure, usually it's not best friends. I hadn't dated in 2 years, give me a break, okay? I was like, I'll keep my options open. He asked me on a date. I say yes. Now, it is almost the weekend where my first date with boy number one is coming up. And right before the weekend, he messages me and says, I don't think I can do this. Like, I can't do this to my friend. Did I mention my ex is also in that friend group? Was that not clear? So he says, I can't do that to my friend. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. Like, I don't want to cause anything. It's not about him, so that's fine. I let him go. I still have boy number two. Yes, he's in the same friend group, but who cares? So I end up going on the date with boy number two because he has far less morals than boy number one. Literally on the way home from the date, he was already asking for date number two. That's just how I get it. I go to his house, we watch shows, we eat, and then we end up going to the beach where we had talks, and I end up asking him, does my ex know that this is happening? Because he's your friend. Like, I don't care, but I don't know if you care. He's like, no, he does not know. And I'm like, are you gonna tell him? And he ends up telling me that he actually asked for permission, and this man said no. My ex, who at the time that I didn't know had cheated on me and had a whole new girlfriend, said no. Like, I understand if you're uncomfortable with your friends dating your ex, but you don't get to do that if you cheated. If you cheated, that cancels out all loyalty. If you cheated, me and your friends can do whatever we want. Anyways, the date went really well, but I started to get a tiny bit pissed for that reason. Like, why can you cheat on me but then tell your friends not to date me? Like, obviously they're gonna treat me better than you. So, and this man had a whole girlfriend. Like, he had a whole girlfriend. Why do you care? I text him, stop telling your friends you can't date me. This is the first time I've talked to him in months, and that's the message I sent. And then all of a sudden, like, in like the next 2 minutes, he starts FaceTiming me. I look like a troll. This is the first time he saw me since the breakup. I pick up, and the second it connects, I'm like, stop telling your friends to not date me. And he goes, I'm not telling them. And I'm like, really? Because both of them said yes. Then somehow their minds were changed later. But everyone, this is where the storyline number 3 comes in. As you may have guessed, yes, the boy number 3 is my ex. Dumb bitch alert. So because of this FaceTime call where I'm telling him to let me date his friends, he somehow convinces me to meet him and catch up. Now at this point, boy number 1 had already said he doesn't want to ruin anything. Boy number 2 had slowly stopped texting me, and I'm pretty sure it's for the same reason, but now that I know him because he's my best friend, I just know he's ghosting me. And the third revelation I had was I was still in love with this idiot. So I say yes to catching up. Starts out great. Starts out great. We are just talking, sitting on the beach, laughing like he didn't just cheat on me. But of course, things went downhill. We end up getting back together. And I hang out with him and his friends all summer. 2 of the friends I tried to date. It's okay because we have escaped that horrible time, and now those 2 people are my besties. But yeah, that's the time I accidentally dated 3 boys. My ex and his 2 best friends. Okay, bye the curling iron. AWAR 70. That's all I have for you today. You thought there were some more story times? I was just waiting for permission. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. I am sorry I tried to date you. To my best friends. Not sorry to my ex. And goodbye.